Welcome to episode 4 of NFT Shake. I am very sick at the moment, so if I cough, please excuse that. I'm here with Dan now, who has revealed his face.
Hi,
Say hello,
everyone.
Dan. Hi. So, this week we've got some cool stuff happening. We are straight into Yaku Corp. Over to you, Dan.
All right, so we'll just give a quick 20-second update of what this is and then where the project is at. So this is, again, a Metaverse play. The first drop were bikes, Metaverse bikes to use in the play-to-earn game. If you owned the bike, you got dropped a whitelist token to mint the capsules. Capsules are the apartments in Yaku Tower in the Yakuverse. Then very soon we've got the character drops. If you own a bike and a capsule, you can mint a character. That's where we're at. This weekend, so we're shooting this on Friday. This Sunday, there's the capsules opening, so you can go in for the first time and you see what your apartments are like. So I minted a space suite and a few of the capsule pods, so the smaller ones. So I'll be getting in there, seeing what that's like. There's a screen on the wall where you can just put like I don't know, like the Binance Bitcoin price or whatever, Solana price, whatever, and you can see that like in your apartment. You've got a little garage where your bike goes, so I'm hoping I can put my bikes in my like garage area.
So that's this Sunday.
That's this Sunday, yeah, and also staking starts this Sunday.
Interesting.
So at the moment you get airdropped the Yaku token, just called Yaku, straight into your wallet. You get more for owning multiple items, so capsules and bikes, and then as you stake them, you get more as well. So they're motoring through stuff. So looking good, but I can't report on the tower yet either. So last week we were talking about the second tower that they're building for another NFT project. We don't know who. I speculated it could be DGods. I think that's probably the favourite, but it could be Famous Fox as well, because they've been pumping, and I know they're in touch with the Yaku developers. So
yeah, I think the Famous Fox 2.0 white paper thing mentioned something about a metaverse, I think. But Famous Fox is a really cartoony looking. But I guess you could make a 3D version of a cartoon somehow.
I will be whoever it's going to be. I'm probably going to be gutted because I haven't got DGods, I haven't got Famous Fox, and wish I had both of them.
Maybe it's a good time to buy then, and if it's not either of them, just sell. I just sold my Famous Fox.
Yeah, I considered that. If it was really liquid, right, like a coin, you could just definitely sell it. I would definitely do that, but it's not.
Famous Foxes are quite high.
What activity? Yeah.
Hold on, let me have a look at. Let me have a look at the Famous Fox price.
Yeah, that'd be about 15, aren't they, at the moment?
Well, let me just have a look at how. So the activity is 14 minutes, 3 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Okay, so it's not that high. It's like 4 an hour.
It's pumping recently. So I wonder how many people already, whatever's going on, maybe it's people already know.
That could be what it is. I mean, a lot of these are staked. People are earning the Foxy token, which I was. So the volume isn't that high because people don't want to sell them.
So my plan is keep a sharp eye on the Yaku Discord, and the second they announce it, try and react to it.
Yeah, that would be good if you can react.
But if it's a DGod, I'm not doing that because their floor is about 80. There was 6 about 3 weeks ago. Yeah. So that's the update on Yaku.
Okay, yeah, let's not get sidetracked. So portals.
Okay, yep, small update here as well.
What is portals?
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, Metaverse, apartments, very similar into the Yaku, except for there's no play to earn game behind it. It's more, I think, more for businesses. But there's the one tower or building one, where there's different access cards for different size rooms, and you can own those rooms for your own space, for your own. Mainly, I think it's going to be for businesses rather than like a place to hang out with your friends. I can't see people using that, but I can see there being shops and activities and things doing in these rooms. Downtown was supposed to open this week. It's opening, but it's. Say again?
What was supposed to happen this week?
Downtown.
So
this is building one in downtown. And downtown is kind of they're making this a dense metaverse as opposed to Decentraland, where it's absolutely huge and there's 1,000 people in it and you never see each other. Whereas if there's 1,000 people in this, you're going to see each other all the time because it's not that big yet. And the plan is to make it seem busy all the time. When it's too busy, build out. So start small and build out as demand requires. So downtown is opening now on Sunday. So we'll find out a little bit more about that. They've got their train station, which is weird. We've spoken about
I've been thinking about this. People are building the metaverse like the real world. Why?
Yeah.
I could go to a train station here. Put me on a space station or floating in space or on some alien planet with weird animals and cool trees, or in a fighter jet or something cool that I can't actually do in real life.
Yeah, I think that it's too normal right now. I've seen one. I can't remember who it was, but they posted, "This is what the metaverse will be like," and it was a video of someone with a shopping trolley going down an aisle and looking around like, "Oh, there's the bananas."
You can't even buy real food. Like, what? It's so stupid. People just don't get it. I mean, not that I get it. I don't really know what it's going to be, but why would you make all the boring stuff from the real world in the metaverse?
Lack of imagination, I think.
Completely.
So I'm a little bit disappointed with the screenshots I've seen because it looks a bit cartoony, it looks a bit basic. I was hoping for a bit of an underbelly to it, a bit like a Gotham or something, but it's not there yet. Maybe one day.
Well, on the plus side, they do have these what are they called, plebs cards, where the ones that poor people can afford.
The citizens cards.
How do I?
That's easier to get you on Fractal. They're the more expensive ones, but yeah, I think it's probably a different drop on ME. Anyway, but Yaku, the Yaku verse we were just talking about, that's going to be a bit more Gotham, I think, a bit more cyberpunk. But
that looks kind of cool.
The floor on these dropped to 40. Some people were buying it like about 39.
So it's now 54.
Just this week, and it's gone up to 54. Yeah, probably because of the opening of downtown and renting. So they've released that this week that you'll be able to rent your space out, and they're starting to work on that.
Actually, important question. In this Portals metaverse, will you have to go to the DVLA, or what's that called in the US, where you have to get your driving license and queue up for like 4 hours and then sit down doing nothing for 6 hours in order to get your driving license? So you can drive a car.
Drive there is terrible because there's no roadway.
And then the train's late. You have to get the train there, and then that's late, and you're just stuck in this commuter path. And then someone steals a load of sol out of your wallet because you get mugged in the crappy train station. Good work, guys. That's the kind of escapism I'm looking for.
I love these guys. They're going to make a good job of this. We're ripping it a little bit, but let's see. So next week we'll have a better update on the downtown, and renting is just starting out. So
what did you do today? I spent 2 hours commuting in the metaverse, sitting on a train doing nothing. Great. How much did that cost you? Yeah, I spent $5,000 for a pass that let me do it. Brilliant. This is the future. Right, on to the next tab. Meta Ops on Fractal.
All right. Yeah, so we aped into this last
week. I dipped my toe.
All right, cool. Yeah, well, I did. I've sold a few. I've flipped a few.
You have? That's a relief.
Yeah, I sold 3 on Alpha Art because I'm a Piggy Soul Gang holder, and I'm trying to help Alpha Art take off. So where possible, I'm listing on Alpha Art, and I sold 3 on there. So
do you think there's a bit of an arbitrage possibility, and you're going to make more money doing that?
Yeah, well, the floor was 1.5, and I sold them at 1.7 on Alpha Art.
But I mean, But were they common?
Yeah. My lowest ones, they were as low as it goes. They're in like the 6,000s.
Because I've checked the figures on this. I think Magic Eden is at least 90% of all sales, isn't it? I can't remember what the second one is. Maybe it's Alpha Art, or maybe it's someone else.
Probably Solana Art still. I
think it could be that, yeah. But
yeah, there's definitely some of that. I mean, I bought some Tiny Colony on ME and sold it on Fractal.
That seems like a good,
like a whole for
arbitrage,
because they were still they were still at mint price on ME, and on Fractal they were at like 3.3 or something like that. So
you made money even when fees and everything was taken into account.
Yeah, I waited for them to go up a little bit, so I sold them at like 3.8. So just made like 3 Solana, like 1 Solana on each. Did it 3 times.
So the people doing this either don't know about other sites or they're just not bothering to check, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it myself. I've gone onto a site and I've bought one in sort of the early days, and then you find out that that was when I was using like Digital Eyes.
Oh god, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, and then you because their floor is 1.5 Sol, you think, okay, I'll buy that one, or you buy one at 1.7 because you want one that's a little bit rarer or something, and then you go onto Magic Eden and you find that actually the floor is 0.7.
Yeah.
So I've made that mistake. People will do it, especially new people. So watch the content and don't make these mistakes.
Could be a good way of making a little bit extra. Anything else on Metaverse? Oh, what is it? Just as a quick primer.
Oh yeah. So the game is launched. It's a first-person shoot 'em up. There's only one map right now. You own the PFP, and that gives you your character. So they've got upcoming drops, the bunker drop, which will be kind of where you can house your NFTs and things that you've won, and just basically your room in the Metaverse. Nothing too much to update on this other than the price. Mint price is 0.5. Now we're at 1.2. It did spike at about 1.7, 1.6, 1.7.
I think I saw one at 2, but maybe that wasn't a common.
Oh, maybe
Soon after mint.
Yeah, they have been going for more some of the rarer ones. I think this is still under the radar a little bit, and it's because of the PFP. It's not not a fantastic piece of art, right?
It's terrible. Like, why didn't they? Didn't they have enough money to come up with a decent PFP?
I don't know.
This project, let's be honest, I mean, it looks cool, but it was a game, and they've decided to shoehorn NFTs into it, which is fine. I'm not criticising them for that, but probably what that means is they had to rush the art for these PFPs.
They said that they started this as a blockchain game 8 or 9 months
ago. Oh really?
Now.
Oh, I must have misheard that. I thought it was wasn't okay.
But I mean, again, it's on Fractal. I've watched videos from the team. Seem legit. They're doing a lot of. Well, the game is live now. You can play the game now. They're doing a lot of
PFPs. These aren't 3D game characters you can play a first-person shooter in, are they? So presumably they're coming. So why don't they exist now? Because they wanted to raise the money to pay for the development of all the different PFPs.
A bit more, yeah. So they've got the game running, but it's just a generic character that everyone plays the same. Then your PFP that has 5 different attributes then characterizes your own character. But they're still developing the characters. It's still early. But they say the game will be launched this year.
So all the PFPs will be ready this year.
Yeah. So little update on that.
Okay. Now on to NFT Shake.
Okay.
So NFT Shake, the NFT Shake is our channel here, but what we're also doing, going to be starting soon, is a Solana NFT subscription. So we do thousands of hours of research into Solana NFTs, and the way this will work is you'll pay a monthly fee from $19 a month, and we will pick the best NFT or NFTs that we think are available, and we'll drop them into your wallet every month. This is just for people that are too busy to do research, basically. So if you go to nftshake.io, you can join on there, or just join our mailing list on there just to keep in touch with what we're doing.
something worth mentioning on this is what we considered was, why don't we do an NFT drop? People can buy the NFT, and then we'll just give them NFTs for owning the NFT. But that's just not sustainable, and this is where Soul Pass, Sock Pass, and those ones are starting to fail now. Everyone got excited about it. I'm going to get a free NFT every month. The guys behind it have obviously got their money, and now what do? They have to pay money out to give you NFTs. Why would they do that? They just keep the money, right?
Exactly. That's not a sustainable business. You pay once, you get loads of money, which they probably did of the initial Soul Pass and Sock Pass NFTs, and then all you get after that is a percentage of each resale. But if no one's reselling them, you then have to drop people's stuff every month or whatever in perpetuity, and you're not getting paid any money. What's your incentive there? It's to rug. So I'm not sure if Sock Pass is technically rugged yet, but they're not dropping anything. Soul Pass is basically rugged at this point because it's not a sustainable business. If you pay a certain amount every month to a company, then you get NFTs in return. That's a sustainable business. So that's what we're going to try and do. That's what we're doing now. So if you're interested in that, go to nftshake.io and just put your email in and we'll keep you up to date. Okay, on to the next project, Psyker.
Okay, so this is a one-on-one fighting game, like Tekken, Street Fighter 2 kind of vibes, but obviously on the blockchain with NFTs. Now, mint price was 0.5 on these. I aped into these as well, and I even bought whitelist tokens off Famous Fox.
And I think we spoke about that last week, right?
Yeah, we're at 0.43 right now. So it's dipped a bit. Still I think under the radar a bit.
Have you flipped any of these, or?
No, I bought another one. Yeah, so I bought one more because there was an epic popped up for just 0.69, so I thought I'm not having that.
How many have you got now?
16.
Okay, so 30 was the Metaverse. You bought 30.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a good chance you'll at least be able to make money on this. I got rid of all my Psyker and all my Metaverse recently. Not because I think they're bad projects. I just had so much stuff. I just wanted to clear the decks, get a bit more liquidity, get some soul.
Fair enough.
But I think this could go well. I think it's probably well.
So the next phase with this is their bunker drop. So anyone who holds the key card gets whitelist for the hideout, and they've released a bit of information about the hideouts, and there'll be 4 different hideouts with 5 different rarities. There's like a sewer, and from sewer to penthouse, right? But you can get a rare sewer. You can get an epic sewer.
How much does a sewer cost?
Yeah, well, they'll all be the same, right? It's going to be a mint. It's the luck of the draw. We love the luck of the draw of a mint. So, don't know how much the mint price will be yet. Not released. But an interesting thing they're adding is not only do you have different hideouts with different rarities, they also have a vault and different volumes within the vault. So you can store like 10 things in your vault or 100 things in your vault. And then if it comes to selling your hideout, you can sell it it's sold with the vault.
So the vault's like weapons and stuff, or
yeah. So you can win weapons and things in the game, buy them, new skins and all those things. Put that in your vault, and that's shown as part of the inventory inside your hideout when you sell it.
That's pretty cool, actually.
I thought it was something new. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So that's the update there. No time frames on any of that yet.
Interesting. Yeah, so you could really... I think there would need to be a lot of different weapons with a lot of different characteristics that don't... What you don't want is 5,000 weapons and 200 of them that are so good they're just going to beat someone instantly. You want weapons that all have different characteristics and help you fight in different ways that aren't better in every aspect, that just make it interesting. So it gives you interesting different ways to play. But then why would some weapons be more expensive than others? I'm not sure. Just because they look cool or because they're rare, So it could be rare and look cool and let you do stuff that looks cool, but maybe doesn't make it easier to win.
Yeah,
that's what kind of makes sense.
We don't want all of these guys are coming out and saying now this is not pay to win.
Yeah. That you
we should talk about every week.
But we do. But then if it's not pay to win, why is anyone going to pay a lot for something? Well, because it looks cool and it gives you status, I guess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it could let you fight more often, more games more often. Or
they'll find. I think they're going to find ways to incentivize. It could be that you, when you're not using the weapon, you stake it in your vault, and then the rarer ones earn more of the token, so you can buy other weapons faster because you're earning more.
That would be cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
They'll do loads of stuff like that. At its core, if the game isn't good, right, people don't want to play the game. Any game will fail. They're not going to succeed just because. Okay. If there's, if you can earn money from it, but the only way you'll earn is if people are playing it and more people are coming in, and the only way they'll do that is if the game is good. So, let's see.
If it's good and it's fair, because if people detect pay to win, or if it's unfair, then that's really going to upset people as well. I think this might be why. The Defiant did a great video recently, which is a crypto YouTube channel, on why gamers hate NFTs. There's a 2-part series, and I won't go into it in too much detail now, but a lot of gamers seem to really hate NFTs, and I think part of it is you're just extracting money from me and rich people will win the games. So they need to make sure that that's not it.
Yeah, that's really important. Well, let's see what happens. I mean, I didn't ever play World of Warcraft, but I'm aware that people started to buy gold, like on the black market.
There was a secondary market, wasn't there?
Yeah. So presumably that had some kind of effect on the game. But there are times when there's, I don't know if you ever played it, but it's like an app game called Boom Beach, and it was just not play to earn or anything like that. You just played it, but it was a status, right? So if you got to level 600 or whatever it was, people were selling their accounts on eBay.
Yeah.
Just because people wanted to have that level.
I think they've done that with World of Warcraft as well.
Yeah, so there's a certain amount of that, right? If you've got your character up to level 50, and someone can just come in and buy that, and they can start playing at a high level straight away. They haven't got a grind to get all these cool weapons. They can just come in and start competing. I can see why people would pay for that.
Well, this is like games like, I don't know if Farmville did this, but there was like a Simpsons game that was like that where you could buy donuts. So you can either play it for 20 minutes now and then wait until you get more currency and play it tomorrow for 20 minutes. Or if you pay $20 now, you can then play the game for another 2 hours.
Yeah.
So so that's not great, but that kind of gameplay works and people spend a lot of money. So I'm sure there'll be lots of really good uses for NFTs in games. There'll be lots of gross uses for it. There'll be stuff in between. I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out.
We're in super early on these things, and maybe none of these are ever become mainstream games. But it's fun to be a part of it. If Fractal are backing it, I'm gonna back it.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Okay, anything else on Psyker?
No, that's the update.
Okay, so Panzer Dogs, your favourite game. Hashtag not addicted.
Yeah, I did love playing it. So they had their season 2, which I took part in with my fat tank that I bought for like seven soul tank. So this is a play turn game where you're a tank 3-on-3 shooting each other, getting collecting health packs, and it's a 3-minute shoot 'em up basically, and it's very, very addictive. This time the second. They called it Season 0 Part 2, basically. And you got to play 25 times in a 24-hour period. That's it. You gained points for a win. You lost points if you disconnected. And if you were the MVP, then you got more points. And the top 10 people got paid in souls. And then the 20 won a tank. So if we look on the next screen, we see our Twitter feed. We've got open that picture. This is where we finished. So I came up against Nate the Great a few times. He's really good at the game, and he won. I think he won. He's either first or second in the first sort of alpha.
Do we know who this guy is?
No,
I'm assuming the creators of the game wouldn't enter this.
No, he's in the Discord, and he's actually seems like a great guy because he was giving people tips. I spoke to him for a bit on Discord, and he was telling me what attributes are good to look for in buying a tank, and literally gave me tips on like what he was doing. But he was playing the game even when it wasn't play to earn. So he learned how to play the game. Then it was play to earn, and he was really good. And then they stopped that for a while. He was still playing it in between, just grinding, just still like perfecting like skills and stuff. So he deserves his 20 soul. He's put the work in.
So he probably earned under minimum wage if you look at the number of hours he's played it for and what he's got.
Well, not this week. Well, this week he would have played. It took about an hour and a half.
Well, I mean, if you take into account the full amount of hours he's spent on the game and the amount he's earned out of it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so what? But 20 soul, $2,000 for playing the game, pretty good.
Yeah, but that's it. He's still enjoying what he's doing, probably way more than most people would in their jobs. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested to hear his take on it. I saw him in there a lot. He said he was grinding hard. Don't know. It could be a 12-year-old kid. Right?
I was literally about to say that. It's probably a 12-year-old. So for him, $2,000's decent money.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He seems like an awesome guy. So. However old he is. So we finished 30th. I had a couple of bad sessions where... So you play the game in a browser and...
Here come the excuses, ladies and gentlemen.
You click around to aim and fire, and I was close to a game where I was winning, and I closed the browser.
But at least you learned the lesson. You don't do it a second time.
No, I did it twice.
Okay.
I didn't realise what I did. And I was upset.
How did that happen? Like you moved the mouse too high up or something?
Yeah. So I just lost control of where the cursor was. It doesn't really matter because it's kind of you have your turret that just spins around. So it doesn't really matter where the cursor is too much as long as it's in that circle of wherever your turret is firing from.
Moved it above the Chrome into the.
And I just closed the tab. Yeah, and I didn't know what I did, and then I launched it again. And then did the same thing about 2 games later, and I thought, I need to turn my tabs off. So
you actually turn tabs off?
Yeah, just hit them.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know you could do that. Okay.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So I forget what else I was gonna say on it. It's really really addictive. What was I gonna say? Can't remember. But so I got as high as 18th. I think I was 18th after the first day. And then was 19th, and I was slowly sort of slipping down the ranks. There's obviously some good players out there. I know what I was going to say. So, I've played games all my life, and I've smashed controllers when I've finished 5th in Mario Kart, and I need to finish 4th to complete the game. And I've been, just it means a lot, right? But when there's money in it, right? There's
that's a whole next level. That is.
Real world money involved. Yeah, it kind of. After I had my bad session, I kind of knew I wasn't going to finish in the top 10, and I thought, okay, it's a tank. It was not going to be a lot of money. It's going to be like $80. So it didn't. But when I still thought I was in with a chance of maybe winning $1,000, it really meant a lot.
I mean, it's not tech. I mean, it's kind of gambling, I guess, because you did buy the NFT. Does it feel like gambling?
Nope.
I mean, there's skill involved, but that you can still gamble when there's skill involved, can't you?
Yeah, well, I don't see poker as gambling. you can get an edge, and anything where you can get an edge, I don't really see as gambling.
You can get an edge on poker over a long period of time, but you could get unlucky in one day. Or
variance. And I think if you're good at buying NFTs, and you could be the best person at understanding NFTs and drops and stuff, and you can still get rugged. It's a similar thing, but if you've got the skills that we're helping people develop, I think you've got an edge here on buying NFTs. So I don't see that so much as gambling, and certainly not playing the game. I mean,
well, did you get a similar feeling from this as playing poker in terms of there's money on the line kind of thing?
Yeah, a little bit. Good question. Yeah, good point. I did a little bit. Yeah, it was cool. I absolutely loved it, and even though I finished outside the pay the top 20 that paid.
How many people
still really enjoyed it. I have no idea.
30, wasn't it? I think it was 30.
Yeah, I'm quite proud of that score. I mean,
that seems good, yeah.
Not a bad play. But as it turns out, the tank that I bought had loads of energy, but was a bit slow.
So it's a trade-off then. It's not better as such.
Yeah,
maybe it's even worse.
Yeah. So that tank will probably be up for sale. Probably just before season 1 goes, and we'll see. I enjoyed playing it. Yeah, really, really good.
Fantastic. Anything else on Panzer Dogs?
Only the next season will be along in probably a couple of weeks. So if you want to get a dog, their floor is about 3 right now. I did post. This is worth mentioning. Like, I sometimes post on our Twitter if I think something's a good purchase. Now that will never be one of my own or one of yours or one of the team members who I'm just shilling it. It will always be a genuine. This is a bargain, but we're overexposed to the project, or we don't have the liquidity right now. So any shouts that you see on Twitter, it's a good buy. So, and that the one I posted, it's a week ago now. It's sold very, very quickly. I don't know if it was linked to my Twitter. Probably not.
Oh, you mean this is stuff that you're selling, and you'll just link to it on the NFT Shake?
Not that I'm selling. It's ones that I found that are for sale that I think are a good purchase.
Oh, but you don't have liquidity, or you can't buy it for whatever reason.
Well, I've got 3 Panzer Dogs already, so I've got my exposure to that. The rule of 3: buy 3. Sell 1 for profit, sell 1 for a nice profit, hodl 1 for as long as you want. So I don't need another Panzer Dog, even though I thought it was a bargain. It was going for 2.8, and it was a top 1,000 dog. It's interesting. It sold very quickly, and then I was playing against it just a few hours later.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's in there somewhere, but it's gone there. It sold pretty quickly. But it's worth mentioning that I'd quite imagine that some teams would shill their own projects and try and sell their own NFTs off their Twitter. But you won't catch us doing that. It'll only be genuine good buys if we're calling them on here.
Cool. Okay, so on to the next one.
Yeah.
House of Sparta on Fractal. Remind us what Fractal is, and give us a quick. I don't know if we've looked at House of Sparta yet, actually.
Yeah. So this is a new review. So that we've completed our updates from the last shows. Now, this is a new review. So we like Fractal. So Fractal is an NFT marketplace. It's run by Jason Can. Justin Can from Twitter fame.
Justin TV.
And
Twitch fame.
Twitch fame. Oh, I got that completely wrong. Yeah, Justin Can from Twitch.
Who started Twitch as JustinT.tv, then pivoted it into a gaming streaming site, and now he's doing Fractal, which is cool.
Dedicated gaming crypto NFT marketplace, and also they have their own NFT drop, which are the Fractals, which they're doing more and more cool stuff with, by the way. So I'll talk about that because
I've just tweaked this. I'm stupid. He did a gaming only video site, more or less, and now he's doing a gaming only NFT site. So it's kind of in his MO to do gaming focused stuff. Yeah, he's on it so early as well, just at the right time. Yeah, he started this not even that long ago, but right before Play to Earn games started to kick off. So around when we started to hear about Axie Infinity and those kind of DeFi kingdoms kicking off and stuff like that, that's right when he started this. So early as you like, really. So they have, as part of their marketplace, they have a launch pad. House of Sparta was one of the first, it's either the first or second launch on Fractal. I looked at it and I thought, I like the sound of it, I like the game, I like the guys, and then I saw the art and I just thought, no, don't love the art. And that wasn't really a misstep because there's plenty of bargains still to be had with these now. I think they're still below mint, but they're so far off the game actually being ready that you can still get in on it. When is the game going to be ready? Do we know? This year is the aim. They're all trying to get the games in this year. They're still working on it heavy in development.
they're doing some cool stuff though, right? So,
So it's real
the first
time,
drop.
right?
Say again?
It's a real time strategy game like Age of Empires.
Yeah. So you have your province, and depending on the rarity of the NFT that you own, governs the size of your initial army and the size of your province.
It sounds like pay to win a little bit, maybe.
Little bit. Yeah, maybe. Well, let's see. I mean, you've got to be able to compete, right? If they make it where you the biggest province wins every week, then or every session, then it won't take off. But what I'm hoping this is going to be is your base just doesn't get annihilated and game over. You keep building your base and your province up over weeks and weeks and weeks, and it's a long ongoing game. And then you have battles with similar sized provinces rather than just the big guys just come and batter you every day.
Yeah, so you can pay a bit to get further ahead, but the game is still just as hard as it would be if you got there. Yeah, and you battle people on your level. You don't generally battle smaller people. I don't know.
I would hope so. That's generally what these games do. Is that right? You're as you go up the ranks, you get tasked with harder opponents. So let's see. Hopefully they'll do that. What these guys are great at so far is their airdrops. So if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see the creatures. Well, let's start with the main characters. So these are the first 4,600 Spartans, or the Spartans. So it's House of Sparta, 4,600 Spartans. The plan is to drop another 4,600 Persians.
I thought there were only 300 Spartans.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep meaning to rewatch that actually. But
I don't think I've seen it.
You can see what I mean about the art, right? Look at that one with the green background. Just looks a little bit shit. But
yeah, I think just plain backgrounds are. That does look a bit half-assed.
But look at the one with the wolf, the top left with the wolf armor. I love the ones with the wolf armor. I've got one of those guys. So I think the armor's pretty sick.
This looks a bit blurry. Yeah, the armor's cool. I mean, the one you picked up. Which one? This one. It looks like this hasn't been cut out properly.
Yeah. It's like he's on a green screen,
looks like
right?
some automated, some Photoshop, crap Photoshop job.
It's kind of like, yeah.
I don't want to be too harsh. I mean, it's still early days.
It's like 90s CGI. But so this is what put me off initially, the art, and then I read into it a little more and started hearing about airdrops and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, let's see how the airdrops go.
There is more to it than the art. The art's a relatively small part of a game. Like, this isn't like some PFP NFT series. This is an actual. It's really tinges on how good the game is, not how good the art of the PFP is.
Yeah, I was maybe a bit too quick to judge it. First of all, so they've done some airdrops of some creatures which you can use like within the game. And creatures are pretty cool. So if you scroll down, we'll have a look at some. These ones, yeah, pretty cheap. These ones. If you go to the filters, you can just pick some different stuff. So creature. There we go. If you scroll down, you'll just see how many different ones there are. So they're just airdropping these every sort of couple of weeks at the moment, and it's cool. You just don't know what you're going to get.
Are they
airdropping?
That's cool. They're airdropping them.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
And so the more what they've done so far is the more Spartas you own, the higher the chance you get a legendary, rare, or epic. So incentivizing you to own more. This week, what they did was the more Spartas you own and matching fractals that you own, the rarer you get. So if you had 3 Spartas, I had 3 Spartas and 3 fractals. I got an epic.
Oh, so any fractal?
Yeah, and it just having any 3 fractals in your wallet.
So each fractal boosts your Sparta somehow. So if you've got one fractal and 2 Sparta, the 1 fractal boosts the 1 Sparta. If you've got 2 fractals and 2 Sparta, it's twice as good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this week I had 3 of each, and I got an epic. So I had multiple fractals. If this comes up again, I wish I'd have picked up a couple of. I could have got a couple of 2 more Spartan Warriors for. Could have got some decent ones for 0.7.
So you got an epic what? And what was airdrop that was epic?
If you go down to the creatures list, there's a siren. It's just right at the bottom.
So all the sirens are epic.
Oh wow, they're only 0.23 now. Okay, so yesterday these were about selling for 0.4, so they've dropped a little bit. So the creatures aren't. Yeah, these are not. You're not getting airdropped like tons of value.
I mean, it's pretty rare. Airdropped stuff rarely does that well, doesn't it? In my experience, depending. Once the game's launched, maybe that'll change.
Yeah, exactly. There are a lot of cool ones here. So I wish I'd have bought a couple more Spartas, so I had a chance of getting like a legendary or something. Then I got an epic. Pretty happy with that. Okay, it's only 0.23, but that's completely free, right? $23. I could sell it, but I'm just holding it.
So what's the plan for this? What should people do if they want to get into it, or like what do you recommend?
Yeah,
or what are you going to do?
Well, as with all kind of NFTs, I pick something that you kind of like, right? So I looked at the ones with wolf armor because I liked it, and I also liked the I think it might be, I want to say lizard skin. Can you scroll down and look at the skin on the top ones? So scroll up a little bit and then go to filters, and then skin. Yeah, lizard skin. Yeah, look at that. So what one's for sale there? So you can get. So there we go. What's that first one? That first rare one for 0.8. That looks like a pretty good buy to me. Cool, rare lizard skin. Got Mount Olympus background, so only 3% owned. I think that's actually a pretty good buy. I might tweet that out after this, or I might buy it myself.
That's pretty cool.
In a minute. So yeah, I like a little look around on these because I'd probably pick that up right now actually if we weren't doing this.
So are you buying these in order to play the game eventually, or is it just speculation for you at this point, really?
Well, if it's like Age of Empires, I'll definitely want to play it. I love those type of games. This is all. I want 3 so I can flip one, pay for the rest, make a bit of profit on another one, and then hodl the other one for a year and hope it becomes a Bored Ape.
I don't think anything's going to become a Bored Ape, but let's hope.
I've been kicking myself about that.
Stop going over it, mate. I've put it out of my head. I'm happy with my my me bit.
I haven't got me bit, so it's harder for me.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So early. Well, it's not that early days because they've done their NFT drop and they've given out about 5 airdrops already.
Do you know when is the next event?
The airdrops literally happened like 2 days ago, so there'll be another airdrop probably in a few weeks.
So they're just airdropping until launch, as far as you know.
Yeah, I don't know how many more creatures they've got. The airdrops will stop eventually, I suppose, but they've already launched, I don't know, 15 different ones. So I guess they'll stop eventually. They've got this, but they've got all the normal stuff, right? They've got their own token coming. There's staking, all the normal stuff that you've got on every project these days. These guys have got it. It's just not out. It's not ready yet, and you can't do it yet. But their light paper shows their tokenomics, and so it's a well thought out, planned project. It's all there for you up front. Okay, yeah. Oh, there's video. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we could. There's a video of potential gameplay. It's so early though. This is
the white paper or the light paper, or not?
Yeah.
What are the tokenomics? Do you know offhand?
No, not exactly. But it's at this point, I'm buying it. It's on Fractal. That's got me in straight away. I trust it.
Hold on a minute. What is?
Does that look familiar?
Does this look familiar to anyone? I don't really watch. I don't know if it's Marvel or one of these films, but it does look very familiar from a certain movie franchise. Yeah. Anyway, let's skip over that.
Yeah, I forget what skin type that was. Maybe like alien or zombie or something like that. But I like that one. I like that one too. But yeah.
Okay, I can't see it in there, but yeah. Right, so you think it's a good buy to flip, or are you going to hold it for a while, or what's your plan?
I will, as soon as I can sell my most common one. I think I've got an uncommon, an epic, and a rare, something like that. So if I can sell my uncommon one to pay for all three, I think I paid about between 1 Sol and 1.7 for those three, like each. So as soon as I can flip one to pay for all of it, I'll do that.
And this, when this game does eventually launch, maybe it won't be for a year. There's a very good chance it's going to pump a lot, isn't there?
Yeah, once people, I'm hoping that all of these kind of people FOMO in at some stage, and I'll be keeping an eye on the Discord, keeping an eye on the floor price, and when they start to pump, I'll just flip them. Cool.
So, anything else on House of Sparta?
No, that's all.
This is the video. Did you want to watch the video? Or? It's 42 seconds.
It's on the website. I think people can go in and have a look. It's very basic right now. It's just like a collection of. Yeah.
I mean, the gameplay looks a lot like Age of Empires.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's what spiked my interest when I first heard about it.
Cool. Okay, so on to the next one.
Well, that's it for today. We just thought we would mention Meta League because it's the latest upcoming mint on Fractal. So this
is the only one that's minting soon on Fractal.
Only launched yesterday, so super early. I tweeted about this last night. They only had 1,900 people in the Discord. They're up to like 2,200 now.
Do you know how big the collection is?
6,000.
6,000.
Oh no, must be more than that.
It says 6 or 6 here and then 13
yeah.
here.
Yeah, 7,000 and something.
350.
Yeah. So, but 6,000 are on whitelist. If you get on the whitelist, you'll get 2 tokens for a guaranteed mint. And there are 3,000 whitelist spots. So if you get in the Discord now, you need to invite 7 people, have to be legitimate users. And yeah, I don't know 7 people, so I can't do that. And just retweet, follow them on their Twitter, and I think that's about it. And you have to just be vocal in the chat room and stuff, and you can get whitelist. So I think that would be quite valuable, but the mint price is 1.5, which I think is a little high.
Yeah, that's way too high. No chance I'm going to mint this.
I think I'd pick that up on if they don't change that mint price. I would probably looking to pick this up in secondary after it FOMOs, and you'll probably pick some up for like 0.7.
Are they going to burn? So if they don't sell out the whitelist and they don't sell out the community sale and they don't sell everything in the public sale, did they say they're going to burn? Any remainders?
They haven't done yet. I don't think they're sort of expecting that. I've told them in the Discord that they should reduce the mint price at least for the whitelist, because you need if you're gonna go to the effort of getting on the whitelist and promoting it and doing all of those things, you want a bit of kickback, and that should be 0.5 for me, that mint price.
Yeah, and I think there's a very good chance this won't sell out.
Yeah, I don't think it will either.
Which means anyone could mint, so why bother being on the whitelist?
So what happens in other projects is often when they're not selling out, they then just halve the mint price. So they might just drop it to 0.75
during mint, or
yeah, and
then you're going to be super upset if you minted at 1.5. The biggest fans will mint at 1.5, so they get dropped a second one. Or?
Yeah, they normally give them a second one for free. Yeah. So early days, haven't looked into this fully yet. It's something to do with 5 professional athletes. Seems a bit weird.
I've got no idea what this is, which is bad for now. Maybe it'll end up being a good thing. I don't know.
I like the art. It's on Fractal, so it's ticking a couple of boxes, but I need to do some more research.
Yeah, let's see how this one goes. Okay, so Dan, anything else to talk about today, or is that it?
Oh, good for today.
All right, guys, we will see you in the Metaverse.
Bye, guys.